Hello everyone, it's Jade and welcome back to a Sims 3 speed build for a 100 baby challenge on the channel. So I thought it was time. We made a little bit of money from our Tiberium, and the gem dust that it gave us also gave us a bit of money as well. So I thought I'm gonna spoil myself and I'm gonna build a house, and it's gonna be a big house because we've got a nice amount of money, I would say. But I go through and I build the whole house, and then I'm like, oh, that's about enough. That's about as much as I can spend. And then I come back into the game and I'm like, oh my god, I can spend another 10,000. I was like, hell yeah. And then I went to actually move her out because I spent it like another 40 because I was like, the house is worth 60,000. I made probably 80,000 out of Tiberium. So I was like, that's about 140,000, right? But I was wrong. Anyway, just going with a lot of my, my Jade style houses because, it's all the same. I realized that I pretty much do two rectangles, one horizontal, one vertical to each other. And then I try to add little walls and stuff to make it nice. So I guess actually this is a little bit different than what I normally do. I tried to branch out, I do. Sorry that I skipped a little bit, but this actually took me 4 hours to build in real life. 4 hours. Maybe even 5, maybe 5. It was like the first video was 2.5 hours, and then I had a break, and then I came back and it was like another hour, and then I lagged out in my game and it wouldn't let me keep playing. So I also closed my game and then reopened it for like another hour and a half maybe. So probably 4 to 5 hours worth of gameplay of building. It's crazy. And like, not even that the building and the structure was that long. I think it was just, in The Sims 3 you can customize stuff to what colors you want and you can match it. So that's what I had a lot of struggle with. That's where a lot of my time went. Like, look, how long am I taking to just pick a freaking dining table? But I was like, I want a big, nice, beautiful dining table. And then I couldn't figure out what my layout was, but I know I wanted a kitchen here. So we kind of go with that. But yeah, so I think I wanted to really go with the really light woods for this because I'm so used to using dark woods or even like your medium woods. But I have kind of started to get a liking to these new ones. Also, these CC cabinets are like the best because they're not too low and they're not too high and they're not too weird looking. But also they glitch out a lot and they kind of, that's all we got. But it works for me. I ain't a complainer. And I also say that I don't want too much CC in my game, but I have way too much CAD CC. It's crazy. But it's just so good in The Sims 3. It's so great. Like, you don't even know. Oh, we've got a nice pausing moment here. I obviously missed that. But I did have to go through 4 hours of footage, 5 hours of footage. Oh my god. I tried to remove all my pauses because obviously, through the period of time I was watching Supernatural in the background. So, there were some intense moments where I was like, oh my god, no way. So I did move that a little bit. Also, there is carpet on the floor for now, but I just kind of wanted to be aware of what space I had filled in on the floor. And then I was also like, we really need pretty lights everywhere. This was the moment when I was like, you know what, we'll do custom lights. I'll go into that detail because I was ready to. But I also knew that we wouldn't have enough money to obviously go into that much detail everywhere. But, the kitchen is the foundation of a home. And here's where I couldn't decide if I wanted 2 more. I wish they had the half counters, like the end counters that they do in The Sims 4. But obviously The Sims 4 is The Sims 4 for a reason because it's the next generation on and you've had a look at what you're missing. But let's remember they also started it without toddlers. Triggered. Imagine if, oh man, what a good time to be alive. Imagine if we didn't have toddlers. Like I can't even believe that we ever had no toddlers. And I remember when The Sims 4 first came out, it was just such a weird experience coming from The Sims 3. Like, I used to play this all the time. It was so good. It is still really good. But moving to The Sims 4, it was a very different experience. And I love that about The Sims 4 is that it's got all these extra, feelings, and it's a bit more customized on, their in-game emotions, which is really cool, which you don't really see as much in The Sims 3. But there's a lot of aspects in The Sims 3 that I wish The Sims 4 had. And I could rant about it, but I'm also still a Sims 3 noob. I've never actually played The Sims 1 and 2, which I probably should because I can't be a Sims fan without actually having, that. But Not that it was before my time, it was probably during my time, but I just didn't know about it until I was like, I think I must have been like 14, and my dad's like, you know what, we're gamers in this house, I'm gonna get you Sims 3 on a laptop and just have fun with it. And little did he know what he started. But and the first expansion pack he got me was University Life. Maybe he was trying to say something. But it's just unbelievable that I don't even want to think about how much money I spent on this game. I don't want to think about how much money I spent on any games, man. That's doing dance. I'm probably rambling about the wrong things here, but I just trying to keep my chat going here. I also had no idea what I was doing the layout on the second floor. I was like, when I actually spaced these beds out, I was like, I have way too much space. Because I was going to do like 2 symmetrical rooms over here for like girls, boys. Easy. And then I was going to do another room, and I was like, why do I need another room? But then I've also got to remember that I'm going to have a ton of kids at the same time all the time. But I'm just really hoping that I'm going to keep rotating them well enough that we're not going to have too many Sims in the house at once. But I've also, you'll see in the future, in the future of this vid, that I do have a bit more space that I could potentially turn into rooms. But for now, I've just left them as skill rooms. And I also was like, halfway through, I was like, I actually need a toddler room, because I was like, I only have obviously kids. Which is, I think, these 2 rooms here that I just moved a couple of walls into. But we'll figure that out in a little bit. So at least I got the kind of structure going that I wanted up top. And then I was like, you know, some custom lights, something a bit different. I always use those other lights in all my bathrooms. So I try to use different lights in the bedrooms. And I liked the idea of having desks in the rooms. Obviously, there's only, 4 desks altogether there. So only 4 people can really sit at it and do their homework. But there is plenty other spaces like the dining chair, the dining desk, the dining table downstairs, and the benches. They can all kind of really work for. I should have put more benches in their skill room. I'm so special. Look, I didn't have that much money, and I spent it on probably the wrong things. Like, they don't even really need a skill room because, let's be honest, they're not going to be here for that long because I am going to kick them out. I think we have a total of, I've moved 6 kids out so far, which is not bad. I think we're at 15, and she's pregnant at the moment, right? 15. No, I must be at 16. Man, I got my math wrong this whole time. Probably in my descriptions of my previous videos, it's going to say 15, but I'm going to have to go back and edit. I can't math. Anyway, maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't know where I am, but we've got plenty of kids. And also I have this addiction. Obviously you can see where I'm building, that I have to have a rainbow kind of going. I don't know. I just think it's really nice and it's very colorful, and you don't see that a lot in my builds. Mine are all very monotone, so obviously we've got lots of kids all the time, so I want to go with color as much as possible. And this pattern in the beds kind of triggers me because I've got trypophobia. I've got I make it sound like it's a disease or something, but it's I'm scared of not scared, but I have this trigger whenever I see a bunch of circles together or something like that. I don't know, I'm so broken, hey. But it just oh man, I can't even Google it because it makes me really nauseous, and then I have to sit there and I have to stare at it. Well, I don't actually stare at it. I have to click right off of it, and then I'll see it for the next 2 hours, and I won't be able to focus on anything. Man, it's bad. And then I'll see it somewhere randomly, and I'll be like, oh my god. And I'm the images are coming off my head now just talking about it. Oh, we've got another pause moment, cute. Oh, also, sorry, I didn't even talk about this when this was happening, but what do you guys think of my little sheepies in the baby's room? It's like little sheepy prints, sheepies go to sleep. You know how your parents are all just count the sheep while you're sleeping, and then you're just 1 sheep, 2 sheep. I don't know if anybody else had that struggle, but I sure did. And the little duckies in the room, that's cute. But anyway, here I've decided to go with the pastels, and then on the other side, I was going to kind of match it, but we've gone with a bit of a darker. So I think the pastels was meant to be the girls' room in my head, and then the more vibrant, deeper colors we're going to be the boys' room. But I figured, I've just played 1 part with the new house, and I've figured that everyone just sleeps wherever they want, and I'm not even mad about it. And I also changed the wood on these because I don't know where I got the CC wood that I have, the shades, the customized type. What are the patterns? Oh my god. I think they're patterns. But wherever I got them from, I just use them all the time. I can deep dive real bad on the Sims 3 CC, which is probably why I should never do it. I mean, I feel like I'm one of those people who always goes back and has a look at people doing videos on CC. So I'm like, oh my God, where did they get this CC from? And I just find it so fascinating. But I don't think I could ever do it because I'm so weird. And a lot of the time I don't really properly look at anything. And this is when we put the wood on the floors and when we actually get the structure and the colouring of our house looking nice. I was really tempted for more of the cheese coloured board, but we did go for like the more of the lighter pastel, which is really cool. But yeah, this is kind of where we get into the bathrooms. I wasn't really sure. I kind of wanted to just do a girl and a boy bathroom to start off, but I was like, there's going to be so many kids in this house and so many things that need to be going on that I'm just going to make as much of a bathroom as I can. It makes me feel weird that it's a long stretch like that, but I hope it just works perfect. But also what I don't realize when I build is that I always forget a bathroom on the first floor unless it's only a first floor house. Otherwise, I'm making like 3 bedrooms upstairs, no bathrooms. Sorry, 3 bathrooms upstairs and no bathrooms down the bottom. But, you know, whoop-de-doo. That's exactly what I did. And then I just kind of wanted to go through and color everything because, you know, I think this is about when I thought I was about to hit my budget. So, like, I'm pretty sure I was like, we probably have like 100 grand maybe. We'll leave it at that. And then I think I come back in and I start adding more stuff, thinking I have a bit more money. So I'm just like, let's add a 3rd bathroom just in case those extra people just need to use the toilet. And also Madeline's room because she is the superior lord of this house. I honestly couldn't pick what I wanted to do with her bedroom. Obviously everything was very glass and very like modern. You know when people talk about the... I probably already said this in my last building video, but like when people talk, oh, this is very traditional, very modern. Oh, this is very... this type of house, I'm just like, I don't know what's classified as what, and I'm just living my best life. So that's kind of what's happening. I also did want to get a bed with decent sleep, but I also wanted it to look like she had a fancy bed. And I also had these pillows and blanket that don't actually work, but I thought I would leave it until the gameplay so I could, you know, think that it was beautiful as it was. I don't know why it won't. What's the point of having it if you can't actually use it in gameplay? Like, yeah, cute, looks good in pictures. But, oh, I guess they could still, like, obviously with post player, you could probably just post someone on the bed, maybe, and then it would just be fine anyway. Yeah, definitely a decor piece, but I would love it. Like, I wouldn't even care if she laid in it, and then, I think I was about to make, you'll see a pool pop up, sorry, change of, direction here, but there's going to be a pool that pops up in the back because I thought I had so much money to spend. But I really don't, so it's kind of sad. So ignore that pool. It doesn't make it to the actual cut, you know? But yeah, and I also thought a couch sitting here would be really cute. And since we had a little bit more money once I came back in, we were totally going to use it. And obviously I wanted her to kind of be red because obviously she's seducing all these men. But Madeline's just like a chill little hippie, really, I think. She just enjoys all of her kids' company and just wants a really cute, pretty, planty house. Also, us moving meant that we can't take plants over. I don't know why, pardon me. I don't know why in The Sims 3 that it makes it like that. But it's so frustrating. Like, I just want to move me plants with me. I spend so long trying to make these plants the best quality that they can be. And y'all want to take them from me. It's actually super depresso, but whatever. I really like this freaking... fireplace. I'm so forgetful with words and I use really jumbled words. And then I couldn't pick where I wanted it because obviously I couldn't have a TV on it. Like in The Sims 4, you can obviously place a TV on it. In The Sims 3, you hacked. And I also really like the sage color. Sweetie. But yeah, and then I was like, what am I going to do with this space? Do I make more rooms down here? I don't know. So I think I just made a really thick hallway, you know, like a 3-tier hallway. Because I just wanted my archways to fit in here. Also didn't paint that wall until a bit later, rip. So I just kind of did like a feature hallway mirror kind of situation with some flowies. I think it looks really pretty, but I almost feel like it's not Madeline, but she would love the house. But the house is very like pastels, whites, colourful. And this is our kid's skill room, so it took me a while to pick a freaking bookshelf, but I delete one anyway because we're poor and I had to take extra money out. So I was like, oh my God, what can I delete that I don't want in here? And I was like, you don't want everything in this house you want. But I'm looking forward to getting more money and obviously detailing the house a lot more and customizing it a bit more. Like, I know our kids are going to leave all the time, but even if I can customize their surroundings a little bit more, I wouldn't even be mad. Like, I don't think a lot of kids are going to play Sims. Sims? Playing chess? Yeah, girl's broken. But a lot of people, my one virtuoso in the house, I forget his name. I think it's Lucas. It's Lucas. I think it's Lucas. It's not Klaus. He just goes and hogs all of that stuff and he just plays it all the time. Like, who does he think he is? Like, did I buy these for you? Yes. Also, I built this kind of office for Madeline because, you know, she deserves it. She popping out kids. She needed her own little area to just live her best life. But I also realized, like, a little bit into building it that I didn't have a bathroom downstairs. Rip my soul. And also up here, I'm just quickly popping in a lot of the skill objects, and I also thought a rocking chair, but everyone's gonna freaking use it because that's what they do in all of my LPs. My Sims just love them, but I also like the concept of just somebody sitting there rocking their kids or, you know, falling asleep while watching all their kids. I think it's a cute aspect. But yeah, I was just adding a lot of skill things in and kind of some stuff to keep the kids busy. But this lamp is also cute, but I think this is where I'm about to add the bathroom in, maybe. About time, Jade? No, I'm adding a couple of objects in because I'm living my best life. I'm like, oh yes, they need these on every single bench. But yeah, I could have just deleted that off my wall. That was probably a bit of money as well. Also, don't forget about Captain because he is the man of this house. That's such a good idea. It's such a good idea. He is the man of the house and Madeline is the lady of the house. And you know what? Captain's supply. Look, my strategy for Captain is I want him to live as long as possible. So, I don't know if dogs have like anti-aging potions, but I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm literally going to make him, as much as possible, do every single like lifetime reward he can possibly do. And then I'm gonna make him live forever because he deserves to live forever. And then maybe I can get a girl captain, like Miss Captain. Oh, cute. Oh my God. Miss Cap. Look, this mirror pissed me off too. Anyway, a Miss Captain. They can have a little puppy and he can be junior captain. Oh my God. Mega brilliant ideas, I'm telling you. But yeah, don't worry about that pool. But I added all my greenies in. I really love these trees. And I love the greenery in a lot of these games. So I like to decorate a little bit. But I don't know why I was struggling to find trees that, you know, kind of fitted this world. Because obviously I think it was base game trees. And like your university ones and all the base game trees were like too big. And I just don't know what kind of life we would live in here. But we were doing our best, sweetie. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys are enjoying the 100 baby challenge. And I hope now I can just stress a little less now that we've got some space for us to move about in. But yeah, so I'll be leaving it here for today. I hope you are having a good day and we'll talk soon. Bye.